Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 16 Week 2 BearCave games. We've got another great slate for you guys here on the day the NFL comes back. We got Kansas City and Baltimore a little bit later, but we also got some big time games here in the SFA to go through, so let me know if you can hear me before we go ahead and get started. Just going to give it a chance to fill up a little bit here. See and hear from Coach Pizza, awesome. So, as always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in, claim a team. You can recruit. You can set playbooks, all that jazz. So, check links in the description. Important notice before we get started here today, folks, is that it is 105 in SoCal today, which means rolling blackouts are a possibility. So, if the stream just cuts off, that might happen and I'll update in the Discord. Shouldn't though. I checked all the online portals or whatnot, and there's nothing scheduled, so we should be good. And then also, if you hear a little bit of a buzzing in the background, normally I don't stream with my air conditioner on, but I have to today, otherwise I will die of heat stroke. So yeah, just those couple of updates, but we'll get into it here. Big time BearCave. 2-0 Red Raiders, absolutely. Your predictions got their asses beat this week. Commish, Cam, what were my predictions? I don't remember. Maybe my predictions. My predictions are always pretty bad. Alright, but yeah, we'll get right into it here. Let's undo this. And as always, BearCave is the best games of the week. We'll sim to the end, see if the game is good, and then we'll watch it. If not, we'll just move right along. So, first games first, we got Illinois and Iowa coming up first. Oh yeah, Clemson got smoked by Buffalo. I was not high on Buffalo, but apparently they're amazing in the fourth quarter. They had a great fourth quarter against Florida State in week 1. And then they popped off for like 28 against Clemson, upsetting them. That was a big shock for me. Where are we going? We're going to the Big Ten. All right. So you are on the road, Cam. So let me know heads or tails, kick or receive, as you're going against Jarkus. Now I don't see a uniform request from you, Cam. So let me know if you have one. This is a big one because I was very impressed with Illinois on BearCave last week, and I forgot we are doing predictions for everything this season because you guys are going for raffle tickets. So who do you guys think's gonna win? Do you have Iowa as the favorite covering? So remember, we are doing spreads this season. Do you have Iowa or do you have Illinois going +6? Remember, if it lands right on the spread, it's a cover by our rules. You got 1 minute. Got to be fast with those Bob and us this year. Welcome in, people. Welcome in. Heads and receive. All right. So get those predictions in. Illinois was very impressive last week. Iowa was not. So is Illinois going to shock the world with their freshman offensive core? We'll jump on in. Polls should be over by the time we get going. Love that we're back. Check out Home Field Apparel, SFA, 15% off. Who do you guys got in the Ravens-Chiefs game tonight? I think Chiefs probably end up winning. It is at Arrowhead after all. But here we go. Kinnick Stadium, Iowa. Coach Jarkus, he is the favorite for the division this year. Rayshon Gloop's senior year. They've got to come through. And then Illinois has the freshman. I always forget his name. It's Scotty Bean, I believe. So here we go. I'm going to skip through on the first couple of weeks of the season so that we don't have a UI glitch. We said heads and receive here for Coach Cam. He loses the toss. All right, here we go. Scotty Bean at the helm. And early touchdown for Illinois. Bang! But Iowa responds. Quick response from Illinois. They are cooking here in the first half. 21-7. Iowa on their back foot early, but they respond here. Defense starting to hold. We got a tie game at halftime. Oh, baby. I'm loving this game. Iowa takes the lead. Illinois responds. They take the lead. Oh, we're going back and forth. That's like 6 lead changes. We're going to go 1 possession at a time now. Illinois has the rock, and they have to punt it. So we're going to go 1 play at a time now. 4th down for Iowa. 4 minutes left. Remember, we jump in at that 2-minute mark if it's within 1 score. Arlo McKeever, the SFA player. Scotty Bean at the helm. 3rd and 6. It's 4th and 2. They're down 4. We don't get to watch it. And they get a big-time one to Arlo McKeever, the freshman, and they score with 2 minutes, 23 seconds left. So here comes Iowa, and we will jump in now around midfield. 2 minutes left. Rayshawn Gloop, legacy moment. Nothing, Coach Dogwater. This is the first game. We're just jumping in. Iowa down 3. They are a 6-point favorite. Got lock in for the defense. We got split backs here for Iowa. Rayshawn Gloop at the helm. Hands it up the middle. Big time hole. Breaks a tackle. Gets about 9. And that is Clemens. Ron Clemens, his first carry of the game. Iowa doesn't seem too bothered by the clock here. They only need a field goal to go to OT. That left side looks juicy. Just hand it off to Hal Miller. Please. Nope. They're going to throw it over the middle. Hits his man with the ducky. Rayshawn Gloop, baby. A fan favorite quarterback. Hits LaShonte Bryant, the SFA player. Has a bigger role this year. Inside the 40 now. Not sure how far they got to get. Normally you want to get to at least the 25. But minute 12. They have their eyes set on the end zone. It's going to be a screen pass out to Hal Miller. And he goes down in the backfield. Big time play by the defensive lineman getting out there. So 2nd and 15. Rayshawn Gloop has 3 passing touchdowns today. Minute 5 left. Hands this off to Hal Miller. He gets some of it back. Maybe 3. It's going to be a 3rd and forever. Illinois standing on their head. Can Illinois come through for their first win of the Cam era? Rayshawn Gloop. Drops back, 4-man rush over the middle. Misses his man! Rayshawn! Oh, no. He just glooped himself. So 4th and 12. They have to have it too far for a field goal. Game on the line. Gloop. He has time over the middle. Hal Miller's got to do something, and he doesn't. Turnover on downs. So Illinois in victory formation, perhaps the biggest road win of Cam's career. And Jarkus is sick. He was the favorite coming into the season. He's already 0-2. But remember, all you got to do is win the division. Illinois not projected to be a factor this year. Even in his senior year, Gloop cannot get it done. So if this result holds, it'll be an Illinois outright victory. The Rizzler is in shambles. Who's hoping his gloop would be rizzled. Instead, it's frazzled. As we hit triple zeros, Illinois does it. They win outright on the road. Big time win. First win of the Scotty Bean era as well. And they're saying Gloop did everything. But you got to feel like if he didn't miss that slant at the end, as Nigel Cunningham is your player of the game, the freshman wide receiver. So great start here to BearCave. Big defensive stop from Illinois. All the talk about this freshman core on the offense. but it was the defense that got it done. So as always, we'll check the stats and then we'll head to the next game. What's my mercy ruling? I don't know, man. I mean, UNC struggled with Virginia Tech last week. You never know. Tough start to the year for Iowa. All right, so we'll check on the stats here. Here's the scoring summary. Nigel Cunningham had a 15-yard tutty. They had a return kickoff, and then it was Hal Miller. Ooh, a return punt. So, yeah, you're not going to win a lot of games if you're giving up these special teams touchdowns. Not the Iowa way here. Coach Jarkis in shambles, as Scotty Bean did not have himself that great of a day. Running the ball, Arlo definitely was amazing. But it was the special teams getting them 14 points here today. Satchel Dejoki getting 2 TFLs, the SFA player. A lot of deflections, no fumbles though. And like we said, kickoff return here from Luke Ford, and then Nigel Cunningham getting the punt return. Rayshon Gloop had himself 350 yards, 3 TDs. Hal Miller has 2 touchdowns as well. I mean, and even Willie Anderson did something. So it seemed like a good game. It's just the special teams is White Germs leading tackles yet again. The next great Iowa linebacker. And they got no extracurriculars out here. Silatonga got a deflection. Got a couple fumbles. Kalen Winez, the freshman. So we'll check out those players of the game. Remember, I got to get my screenshot. And but on the prediction, if you had Illinois, that's only 30% of you guys. 30% of the bets, I mean, are going out. That's a big-time payment. Love to see the SFA players under the players of the game. Nice, nice. Remember, our game day tonight is Georgia Tech and Baylor, a massive game. All right, next up, though, we are going to take a stop here in, I believe it's in Chapel Hill. We'll have to take a look. No, we're going to Tulane first. Ole Miss at Tulane. So probably the Conference USA favorite. And then Ole Miss, who took down Texas A&M last week. See if they can continue to roll. Not sure who I would think is the favorite. I know we gave Ole Miss a +2 or a -2 here. So get your Bob and us ready. Who do you got? Who wins? Do you have Ole Miss -2? Or do you have Tulane? +2. So get your Bob and us going. Coach Bodie, Coach Bodie of Ole Miss, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. So we got about a minute here. Who covers? Yes, sir. Life is good. SFA is back. We've got NFL on here. And that's going to be the thing. Every Thursday, we're going to have NFL going along with the SFA. It's just how it has to work. So I'll be having it on in the background each week. So, all right, let's get into it. We got Ole Miss going. All right. Tulane normally struggles with these SEC matchups. They frequently lose to LSU at the end of the year. However, we'll see if they can get a nice one here. Coach Maddox. Tulane has been in the playoff conversation for years at this point, but they have never been able to get there. Oops, sorry, did not mean to have my cursor on the screen. All right, here we go. Yeoman Stadium. We got the Powder Blues out, baby, as I just do heads and kick here for the away team. A lot of close games in the BearCave so far this year. A couple of great moments. Whoop-dee-Tibbs gets them. He is their big-time player at this point. 7-0 here for Tulane. We're living on the Ole Miss side of the field. It's 14-0, 21-0. Oh, no, Ole Miss getting cooked here on the road. 28-0. Telling you guys the G5 is strong. It's 35-0. 42-0, a disastrous showing here for Ole Miss. They finally get on the board. Pure domination for the Tulane Green Wave. As it's 42-14 now. Can they add? No, they won't. They will just dominate this one tonight. As the scoring summary, Fogel from Hines. And Tibbs didn't even have to do anything, really. He had one touchdown. 42-14. Joel Wilson, the redshirt senior, not a good day for him. Running the ball, they couldn't. And on, nothing doing here. I thought it was a big-time upset last week when they took down A&M. So this is more what I was expecting from the Ole Miss team this year. And for Tulane, Tracy Potes, he didn't play the whole game. Interesting. But Billy Hines filled in perfectly fine. Whoop-dee-Tibbs only had 21 carries, 84 yards. And C.C. Schuster leading the way here. And on defense, double-digit tackles for Watson, a lot of TFLs. Sacks go to Brunner and McKinley. No interceptions, couple of deflections, and no forced fumbles. So that will do it here from Yeoman. As we'll pay you guys out. All right, so we've had 2 outright winners so far. Never a doubt, apparently, for Tulane truthers. So that's kind of scary, man. If you're in the Conference USA, Tulane might be a beast this season. That's an outright victory for Tulane. All right, we're gonna continue to move along. So, UTSA at North Carolina. All right. Dogwater says he's going to get smoked. We'll have to see, as he wants the all grays. Yeah, that offense is wiggling right there. I love when it wiggles. All right. So, we want to change this to who covers. We got UTSA, or no, this is, sorry, North Carolina, minus 14, or do you have UTSA at plus 14? Got 1 minute here. See who can make some money. Dogwater, heads or tails, kick or receive, heads and kick, all right. I don't know, man. I would have this game on upset alert. It seems like something in the sim likes UTSA. North Carolina seemed beatable against Virginia Tech last week. Virginia Tech struggled with Rice. We'll see what happens. Oh, baby, they got the whites going on. Coach Sear laxes Brio with his transfer team. Number 5 in the nation, getting some respect today. A lot of money going on North Carolina here. I believe that's what's happening. 11K versus 1.1K. So here we go. Can UTSA get a critical win? Miles Tilley era. Here we go in Chapel Hill, and Nothing doing here early. 0-0. North Carolina scores first. They score second, but they're still covering. After one, UNC. Man, nothing doing on offense here for UTSA. 16-0. I mean, the defense is holding, if we're being honest. Defense is playing okay here. I love the way your defense is playing. Your offense is booty cheeks. Come on, Spurlock. Spring one! Here he comes. No! It's a 4th down stop. Trying to find Warrenberg in the end zone. Oh, no. Interception! Ty J. Burnett, the Navy transfer. They get a tutty! So it's still not... We're not going to jump it. Oh! Hold on! It's a pick 6 for Rubeshaw. Back to back! Can we get another? Oh, baby. Can they get a stop? It's a 3-point game. Please! Somebody! Stop this! Goal to go. We need a UTSA stop. 1st and goal. Rubeshaw. The transfer from Auburn. Clock is running. 3 timeouts for UTSA. They desperately need a stop. Lamar Lane's on the field. The Yams legend. Led him in interceptions. Can we get another one? Rube to the end zone. And it tipped away. 3 interceptions on the day for Rubeshaw. UTSA is living rent-free. The ceiling is the roof here for UTSA. 2nd and goal. Man in motion, it's LaCosta. Hand up the gut, touchdown, UNC! The dream is perhaps over here. So remember, folks, we go back to simming because it's back to 2 scores. So they got to get a quick bang here. Miles Tilley, does he have that dog in him? Ryan Warrenberg. Are they going to move the ball? There's Norton. Come on, no, Tilley, please. 4th down. Not like this. And Rubeshaw kneels it out. It's a 10-point victory here for UTSA. Or, sorry, a 10-point win for UNC. So it's a UNC no cover. What an exhilarating no cover that was. They almost choked, but that means UTSA plus 14. 10%. They get the payout. Congratulations, folks. As UTSA had a big 4th quarter, but they couldn't come all the way back, couldn't get that last stop. So Miles Tilley, a beautiful 18 of 44. Spurlock, 2.6 a carry. Norton had a day. Warrenberg had a day. Nobody else had a day. Vanderbrake had 14 tackles. Dockery, 3 TFLs and a sack. Concoro had a sack as well. The 2 interceptions was Willie Pratt and Ty J. Burnett. Couple deflections here. No fumbles. And then for UNC, Bob Rubeshaw, 21 of 39. Not the best day today, but they got it done. That's all that matters. Mullen and LaCosta. Hoover with 10 pancakes, the Troy transfer. TFLs, Dennis and Exum. Jimmy Smith with the sack. Chris Mitchell with the pick. And no fumbles. So that will do it here from UNC. Bit of a shocker there. Lamar did not get a pick. I just looked at it. What are you saying? Oh, he did! Never mind. Lamar Lanes with the pick-a-rooney. The Yams legend, baby. So that is a UNC no cover. Oh, severe weather? It's going to get delayed. That's awesome for the SFA, if so. All right, now we move on to West Virginia and Iowa State. The debut of Kirko Squatch, his first career start. After Dan Brown threw the game away. All right, so do you have Iowa State? Do you have a -2? Hold on, I gotta go all caps. -2, or do you have West Virginia getting into the win column? Do you trust Kirko Squatch, or do you trust Tamir Lovelace, the former Texas Tech, former UTEP quarterback, or do you trust Iowa State? So Coach Hudd or Coach Schwartz, let me know if you're here. Heads or tails, kick or receive. But yes, first career start here for Kirko, I believe, unless Mike started him. I don't think he ever did. I know he played, but I don't think he ever started. Looks like a lot of money going on Iowa State here. No one believes in Tamir Lovelace, redshirt senior. All right, we'll jump on into it. I don't see anybody in the chat, so here we go. I've been very excited for this game. Very interesting matchup, to say the least. Both 0-1, both struggled in their openers when they've both been kind of hyped to be pretty good this year. Iowa State was a top 25 team out of the preseason, dropped out this week. But we're back at Jack Trice Stadium. Here we go, heads and kick here for the Mountaineers. Who will stand tall and get a critical Big 12 victory? Remember, conference games are of utmost importance this year. You win your conference, you go to the playoff. So, field goal start here. Touchdown for Iowa State. All right, going back and forth. We'll see if Kirko is him. 14-3. West Virginia has not been able to punch it in until now. So, 1 point game here of no cover right now. Oh, West Virginia takes the lead. That's 17 unanswered, but Iowa State takes it back as we head to the fourth quarter. Oh, baby, they take a lead. It's currently +2. Here we go. Come on, Squatch. And yes, they take the lead back with the field goal. Tamir, it's a long drive. They get a tutty. Here we go. Remember, we don't jump in till the end. They're driving. Here we go. 3rd and inches. They can get a first down without a touchdown. Kirko Squatch at quarterback. The BearCave reward player, and it's dropped. He got it there. So they're going to have to go for it. Now, game isn't on the line. Iowa State has the timeouts, but they need a conversion. 4th and goal. Kirko at quarterback. He hands it off. Up the middle. Cuts back. Touchdown, Iowa State. What a cut from McCall. Iowa State takes the lead. Welcome in, Coach Nathan. They're going for 2. Not so fast, my friend, Coach Moon. He jinxed the cover. Kirko to the end zone. He got it. There it is. What a throw from Kirko. But West Virginia has their shot. All 3 timeouts, 2 minutes left. So here comes West Virginia. They've had their own issues over the last couple of years. It's Tamir Lovelace, the journeyman quarterback, PJ Hoop in the backfield. It's going to be a screen to Hoop. He hits him. Hoops had some injury struggles in his career. He gets a big gainer here. That's a massive one, up to the 50. Big start now. They're already, remember, they only need a field goal here. Tamir does not break the tackle, so clock continues to run. They're going to have to hurry this one up. Second and 7 now here. Coach Schwartz, his second game as the Iowa State coach. Coach Hudd's been here for a minute. Over the middle, hits his man, gets some blocks, and gets close to the first. That's Andre Pruitt. Clock continues to run here. They use that first timeout. Great day so far for Lovelace. Only a 3-man front. 3rd and 1. They do not give it to Hoop. They throw it. It's going to be Lovelace, and he's sacked. Down he goes. Game on the line. 4th and 2 for the Mountaineers. They're out empty with Lovelace. Stack in the box. Lovelace floats it all the way outside. It's intercepted. No, it tipped away. Richie Boots. Nicely done from Richie. And that should be the ball game. Our first cover of the day if this result holds. The SFA player, and actually Richie Boots, transferred away from West Virginia. Coach Hudd lost Richie Boots because of a punishment. He chose to throw him into the portal. Transfers to Iowa State, gets the game-winning deflection. I highly doubt this is scoregami. But that's an ISU cover. So Squatch, 1 start, 1 career win. Might not have been pretty, but he got the job done. So let the clock run out here, and Iowa State gets their first win of the season. Big time win at home. Are the Cyclones back with Kirko Squatch? As West Virginia now falls to 0-2. Kirko is your player of the game. Congratulations. Those guys who bet on it, that is an Iowa State cover, so 82% were correct. But it was definitely closer than you probably thought it would be. Great start to today. We have 4 games done. 3 of them we had to jump into. As next up, we got Coach Tribe going back to the SEC here. So Tribe, let me know if you're here. Richie Boots almost picked it off. West Virginia felt like they'd be pretty good this year. It doesn't seem like it. Scored. Ooh, we had a 36-yard run for Kirko. Georgia Tech fans are going to see that and be like, hey, we should not have gotten rid of him. Tamir Lovelace, 21 of 33, 270, and 2 touchdowns. PJ Hoop, over 100 yards. Lovelace got 40. PJ Hoop was the leading receiver. Not going to win a lot of games if that's what you're having your running back do. Spread around the tackles. Burnbridge got 1 TFL, no sacks, no extracurriculars, no interceptions, 2 deflections, and 2 fumbles, and got 1 of them. Kirko, he went 20 of 33, 261, and 2 touchdowns. He led them. He had over 100 yards himself. Talk about a beast. He definitely fit the triple option. 10 tackles for Meeks, 3 TFLs for Igor Torgerson, the SFA player, freshman. He got a sack as well. What a beast. No interceptions. Deflections, we had 5. And no fumbles. So that will do it. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Especially as, like, a BearCave player. Like, he came in as the guy, you know? It's like if, like that Tennessee quarterback came in and didn't end up starting, he would have transferred out, right? So, all right. So that was an ISU cover. First cover of the day. All right, next up, it's Florida and A&M. So, Coach Tribe, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. So, go back to the SEC here. And let me get the prediction going. Who covers? Do you got Florida at -4? Or do you have Texas A&M, who only lost last week on a missed field goal? However, after seeing what happened with Ole Miss against Tulane, maybe 4 is a nice point spread. But it looks like Tribe wants to go throwback jerseys here today, and I believe their throwbacks are these Fs. Do we have a 2020? No, we don't. Yeah, so we'll just go with these Fs. We'll make them go white at home here. We'll make them go with the whites. All right. Get those Bobanos in, folks. Not a lot of people putting money on either team. This might be a tough one to call. Florida, I think, might be a little overranked as they're starting true freshman Decorian Thunder. Had a bad game last week. Had to be benched. There was no injury. We got rain here. Is on the other side. You got, on paper, the best quarterback in the country, Herky Streets, 99 overall. Obviously, his career hasn't gone the way you'd think after Rex Beavers. Who is going to join Texas? Why would they do the other division? Anyways, we're at Kyle Field here. I don't see Tribe, so it's going to be heads and kick. Here we go. In the rain. I think the rain helps Florida here. I don't know. Seems like a Gator has a better chance in the rain as they're up 7-0. A&M, not a great start. This is a team that has some great players. They got Huckhammer on defense. They still have Lachey Phantom, an amazing defense. We're just in the playoff a couple of years ago. In the Natty a couple of years ago against ECU, right? And third quarter, they are up 14-10. Very low-scoring game so far. 21 there for Florida. But Texas A&M, once again, gets in there, and they have to get a stop. So we're going to go one play at a time now. A&M has the ball. They're moving it. 4th down, though. Are they going to go for it? Yes, they do. They keep the rock moving, and this time it's going to be 4th down, and they have to punt. So trying to get the ball back, and they get a defensive penalty. That's not going to help you out. And, ooh, big-time throw from Decorian Thunder. Gets him a 1st down there. He's still in the game. He has not been benched yet, and here we go. 3rd down, 3rd and inches. Can A&M make a play, get off the field? They're only down 3. Or down 4. Decorian Thunder at quarterback. Hands this one off, and he is stopped. They call him short. Ricky Brigham has 40 carries today, and they're going for it. Florida getting aggressive. They want to end the game right here. Kyle Field is electric. They hand it off to Brigham, and he is stopped. What a stop here. A&M will get the rock. Last week, A&M had their chance, came down to a field goal, and they missed it. This week, they need a touchdown. Can Herky Streets give them it? Hands this one off to the running back. Breaks a tackle. Gets about 9 for Rush. Rush rushes for 9. The problem with A&M, they've never really had a great running game outside of Rex Beavers. 2nd and 1. Herky throws this one short. Wide open man's going to be a first down. They're up to the 45. Brian Tatum up over 100 yards now. They're going to hurry it up. Herky's 21 of 32 today. Has a touchdown. Minute left. 2 timeouts. Herky drops back. Only 3-man rush. Dumps this short, and that's dropped. Probably for the best. Not a lot of yardage opportunity on that one. Currently a cover here for Florida. Minute left. Trips right. 3 down linemen, 2-2 Tulip in the middle at nose. They bring a blitz. They pick it up. Floats it. That's going to be a first down. They're in positive territory. It's Ernest Barber yet again. He made 2 big catches last week on their field goal drive. Gets a big one there. Now they're out empty, hurrying it up. 4 guys to the left-hand side. Herky has his time, dumps it short, but he gets out of bounds. Clock stops. They maintain those 2 timeouts. So, yeah, that game's delayed 20 minutes. I mean, that helps us out. Over the middle. Hits his man again. It's Ernest Barber. This Herky Streets to Barber connection is electric. He slings it in there every time. Up over 300 yards now inside the 30. Roebuck, the freshman, up to 11 tackles. 40 seconds left. Herky into the end zone. Oh, it's caught! John Daly! The 50-50 ball went with A&M. They're inside the 5. Herky to the end zone, overthrown. A&M on the goal line. Can they finish the job? Almost a pick. I think that was Duke. That was Duke Archbishop. Yeah, it was number 25 who missed the play there. 2nd and goal. Still has time. They can run this if they want. It's going to be a jet, and he goes nowhere. 3rd and goal. They got 2 chances. Time is not a factor. Single back, tight end in motion. 3rd and goal from the 2. Herky Streets. It's a toss. Rush to the outside. Touchdown, A&M. What a call. The Aggies take the lead. So 25 seconds now for the Corian Thunder. They had a chance to win it. They decided to go for it. So now we got to see what DeCorian can do with his arm. This will be the first time we see him throw the ball. They return it here. See if they can get a nice starting position up at the 25. So 21 seconds, they need a field goal. 3 timeouts. Plenty of time here. Currently an outright victory for A&M. See if they can hold. Huck Hammer at safety. Lachey Phantom at corner. Some of the best SFA secondary players in the country. But DeCorian doesn't care. He hits him. And he steps out of bounds. That's Brooks. What a catch. DeCorian Thunder in a thunderstorm, baby. DeCorian Thunder has his power up. Let's see if he can cook. Thunder. Oh, he's sacked! It was a blindside hit. He never saw him. 13 seconds. You can't take that hit, buddy. Bunch to the left. DeCorian. Thunder. And he's sacked again! What are you doing? Throw the ball! Maybe the thunderstorm is taking all of his thunder away. 3rd and 23. Empty. 9 seconds left. DeCorian hits his man. That's Brooks. They have to take a timeout. So no field goal. It's going to be a Hail Mary. 56 yards away. Can Florida do the impossible? DeCorian. He has time. He yams it deep. And it's intercepted. The Aggies are going to win it. Down goes number 14. Herky Streets is your player of the game. They'll go to 1-1, and Florida drops it. A big-time SEC game. Unreal. So for A&M bettors, congratulations. 58% of you actually chose the Aggies. Interesting. Not a lot of belief in DeCorian Thunder, I guess. Need to put a little more air on that one. We got some big-time games, though, coming down the pipe here a little later. All right, let's check it out, see what happened here. DeCorian got a touchdown to start, then he hit Brigham. A&M, man, they just played better there in the fourth quarter. DeCorian came up 21 of 31, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. One of those a Hail Mary, though. Much better game for him this week. Ricky Brigham, 183 on the ground. Spread it around pretty well. Roebuck, the SFA player, great day for him. And Tutu Tulip with 4 TFLs and a sack. Only 2 sacks today. No interceptions. I think that was Duke Archbishop that screwed the pooch on that ending. And no fumbles. And for Herky, it was 25 of 38, 329 and a tutty. Running the ball, they really couldn't get anything going, but it did not matter. And Tatum went over 100. Barber had a good day, and a couple big plays here for Tim Stanley. On defense, it was Cedric Grigsby with 10 tackles, a couple TFLs, 2 sacks on the day. Interceptions went to Wagner and Lachey Phantom, the SFA player, and 3 deflections with 2 forced fumbles and recoveries. So that will do it here from Kyle Field. DeCorian Thunder is your player of the game, along with Tutu Tulip. He's grown into a big-time player, but that is a Texas A&M outright victory. And we will move on. So next up is a game near and dear to my heart, folks. We've got the Rocky Mountain Showdown. This was the Patreon game of the week, the game they chose, as it is a neutral site game here. Colorado and Colorado State. So, who covers, folks? Do you have Colorado at minus 9.5, or do you have Colorado State at plus 9.5? You got a minute here. Tails and kick for Coach Moon. And jersey-wise, whiteout. And then you want them to have Ag Day. Oh, God, that thing's disgusting. All right. I guess that's what we're going with. Nasty work for the Rams. Nobody picking the Rams here. Interesting. No one believes in Colorado State. 100 coins, 110. All right, we'll see if the Buffaloes. I mean, they had a good game against Oklahoma State last week. They were in it to the very end. Very tough game to win there. Johnny Snot, Biff Biggles. Does Moon already have a contender here? There's a couple SFA players, or at least one, at Colorado State. They got Will Sweeten Jr., the cornerback. We're at Invesco Field at Mile High. No, it is not Empire Field at Mile High. I call it Invesco. It'll forever be Invesco to me. Greatest stadium in all of sports. Oh, you said tails and kick. Well, I'll get you to kick anyways. There you go. You won the toss. You're welcome, Moon. All right, here we go. Will they cover? They get 3. All right. Not the best start here for Colorado. What are you doing? Okay, they got lucky. 75-yarder rush by C. Butler. All right. Come on. There you go. Okay, there's the cover. Colorado State. Can they hang in there? Only a 10-point lead here at halftime. Offense not doing much here. They're starting to open it up now. Never in doubt. 27-3. It looks like this one is probably going to be over with. Remember, we can't jump in unless it's a one-score game. Nothing doing here for Colorado State. Bang! This is a big-time win for Colorado. 30-3 on your dome. CU covers. That one was easy. That is a CU cover here. So Butler had touchdown, Biggles and Blue Jackson all getting involved. Johnny Snot, 16 of 27, 281 and a touchdown. Biff Biggles, not a good day for him on the ground. Chance Butler, the backup, had a good day. Blue Jackson got the touchdown. And on defense, Hodge and Wise, 7 TFLs, 19 tackles. What the hell? Clifton Hodge. He's probably going to be the player of the week. 7 TFLs and 2 sacks. Wise getting 3. No interceptions. Holy Toledo. What a day for this defensive line. Absolute domination here for the Buffaloes. Elgin Smith, 10 of 22. Oof. His Brink had 2.5 a carry. Nasty work. And on defense, 15 tackles, 13 and 12 here. A lot of TFLs, though. A lot of negative plays. Need work on your offensive line. Also giving up 4 sacks. Will Sweeten did not have a pick. Matt McConnell did. Deflections had 3. No fumbles. And that will do it. A 30-3. Funny enough, spelling out 303, the area code for Colorado. Or Denver, at least. Nice little shout out to my home state. Johnny Snot is your player of the game with Clifton Hodge, 19 tackles. Probably be a leader now. So that's a CU cover. Remember, guys, VODs will be available later on tonight. Highlights from game day will be available tomorrow. As we continue on here is next up, we got NC State and Oregon. Coach Dave had a big-time win against Oregon last week. NC State, I believe, won their game as well last week. Why am I in the Big Ten? I'm already starting to forget where Oregon came from. Yeah, so Coach Airborne, let me know if you're here. Heads or tails, kick or receive. Let's pay out the prediction here. Colorado, minus 9.5 hits pretty easily. All right, so do you have it? Oregon, minus 8. People are saying they're extremely underranked. A lot of people really like this Oregon team with what they did in the transfer portal. But you also have Coach Airborne, who's known for ruining playoff hopes. Who you got? And then for jerseys, looks like we're going to throwbacks for Oregon here. Way to rub the score in, you ass, huh? Rub what score in? 23-13 on your dome, little boy? Little bitch? Can't even score 14 against UNC? All right. So once again, not a lot of faith in NC State. It's 8 points, folks. I mean, that's a, you know, that's a nice chunk. Not a lot of NC State truthers. Coach Airborne, always pretty good. Got Troy to be competitive. And Coach Dave looking to win the Pac-12, take Oregon to a national championship. They've only been to one playoff before, Season 7, where they were the #1 seed first year of the NCAA 14 era, and they immediately lost to Michigan State. Or no, maybe they beat Michigan State, lost the next game. I don't remember, but wasn't impressive. So here we go. We're at Autzen. Win the day for the Ducks. Number 18 in the country. I do not see Airborne, so we'll do heads and kick. And here we go, folks. The good games are starting. Oregon with a quick tutty, but a great response from NC State, and they respond again. Joshua Dubs to Keontae Duckett. A couple SFA players linking up in the transfer portal along with Craig Scotland, but NC State hanging tough. Second half, only down a possession, but a big touchdown for Oregon, and they add another one. Is Oregon running away with it? Gonna need something special here for NC State, and they can't get it there. And a fumble for NC State. Can they get a tutty? Yes, they do, but they're down 9. Remember, we cannot jump in unless it's a one-score game, so NC State has to get another stop here. Doesn't look promising as they continue to move the ball, but it's 3rd down, 4th and 8. And they get the first down on 4th and 8. And that should do it here for Oregon. Yes, it is. And that's going to be an Oregon cover as they win with, they win by 9, as that was 96% of the votes. Oh, boy. So as you look here, as this is a Oregon cover. A lot of scoring here early. Seals, couple big-time catches for him. As Marcus Stewart, the redshirt senior, 3 touchdowns on the day, 1 interception. Webster had a big-time day. Harrington had 12 tackles. The SFA player Cordell Spicer with 1 TFL. No sacks for the Wolfpack. No interceptions and 2 deflections. And 1 fumble for Joel Bridges, and he recovered it. And for Oregon, Joshua Dubs, 23 of 33, 328, and 3 touchdowns. And Paul Cannon looks like he played well in the absence of the running back who missed some time. The backup coming in, having a great day. And it was Seals, Duckett, and Fiker. Or 2 SFA players here, and then Mark Seals. And Kearney, Eads, and Scotland only had 2 pancakes. Has he fallen off? No TFLs here and no sacks. Interesting. Defense not doing much, but they did get an interception. A lot of deflections and the 1 fumble from Tyree Strider they did not recover. Yep, some big money for pizza. That was a close. NC State almost had him. Remember, guys, it's covers. It's not winning outright, so NC State was close. That could have been a big money make. All right, so that's an Oregon cover. as they will continue to move up in the poll. All right, so moving on now, we've got a fun one. We've got Michigan, who lost to Georgia last week. Can they come back and get a win against Alabama? Schedule doesn't get any easier. So, Coach Mango, let me know if you're here. Heads or tails, kick or receive. Number 10, Michigan, was our number 1 seed last season. But who covers? That is the question. Will it be Michigan on the road, -3? Or will it be Alabama at home? Feeling a bit disrespected here, not being the favorite, not ranked. After going 1-0. Who do you got, folks? We continue to move along here on BearCave. Who do you got? Alabama or do you got Michigan? This was the Rose Bowl game last season, IRL, right? I always forget the playoff now. And the rotating or whatever. Fuck Alabama. I think that's a sentiment we all share. Alright, we'll jump on in. We got 2 more games left on BearCave. We got Minnesota and Fresno State and Hawaii and Cincinnati. Some critical games for some critical users. Alabama trying to retake the division from Tennessee. Going to be a tall task, though, for sure. All right, here we go. Heads and kick here for Michigan. Alabama gets 7 early. Michigan once again down. Oh no, are we seeing the fall of Michigan? They get a big time touchdown, but they can't stop anything. Come on, Michigan, you got to do something here. Down 8. Come on, Michigan. Please, Mango. Meatball. Yes, they get something going. All right, we enter the 4th quarter. They take the lead. Oh, baby. Is Alabama going to respond? Yes, they do. It was a quick response. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, long drive here. It ends in a punt, so they got to get a stop now. And offense goes backwards, and that's 4th and 12. Michigan will get their chance, it seems. All right. So here we go. 3rd and 9 for the Wolverines. Down 1, a 3-point favorite. We got Love back at quarterback. Greg Rogers in the backfield. Can Alabama get it done? Michigan desperate here for a win. 3rd and 9. Massive play. Here's the snap. It's going to be a screen pass. The mid-screen. He hits his man and goes down. They lose yardage on it. Never a chance. Trying to hit Jason Phillips. So it's going to be 4th down now. They're going to go for it. James Love, no touchdowns on the day. 20 of 37. Trips left. 1-on-1 on the outside. Tight end in motion. Alabama. Corner blitz. Floats it. Hits his man. That's a 1st down for Jason Phillips. What a throw from Love. Now they're up around the 50. Everybody to the left-hand side. Love drops back. They bring a blitz. They pick it up. Love takes off. He has some wiggle, and he slides down. Gets 5 there. They got 2 timeouts left. Remember, all they need is a field goal. Little bunch formation here. Bottom of your screen. Love, quick option, no, wait, yes, they hit Rogers on the outside, and he gains a couple, but they got to use that timeout. Not sure I like running the ball, especially a very low percentage run, like a quick option, but 3rd and 2. Mango offense doing what they love to do. Love has the time. Great offensive line. Hits his man. It's Rogers over the middle. What a throw. Working on the linebackers. Michigan is in business, potentially already in range, but they're going to try and get closer. They hurry it up under center. Gonna audible. Quick throw here for Love. He just throws it away. Good job by him. Remember, a field goal for Michigan would be a no cover, so they'd only win by 2 points. 2nd and 10 now. 48 seconds left. Still have a timeout in the back pocket. Love, deep drop. Floaties again. Hits his man. Hits David Greer, the tight end, inside the 20. What a throw. 40 seconds left. They could punch this in for a touchdown, get the cover. They may just run it, though. Looks like they are ready to run some clock. Gives it to Rogers up the gut. This is what we were expecting last week against Georgia. 41 seconds left. Alabama taking the timeouts now. They want some time. Hand off to Rogers. Up the gut. He pushes. Touchdown, Michigan. But did they give Alabama too much time, as they'll go for 2 here? 33-28. Trying to make it a 7-point game. Love to the end zone. Intercepted. It's going the other way. They're going to take this out of the end zone, but not going to do anything with it. So a touchdown will win the game here. Currently a cover for Michigan. What a drive there from James Love. A lot of criticism has come his way over the last couple of years as we get a stiffy on the return. 33 seconds, 2 timeouts for Alabama. Can they find a way to get into the end zone? They're going to need some magic here for sure. First and 10. And throws this back across body. That was risky, but it works out. They get maybe 3. Does anybody know what channel the game's on tonight? Like what network? Is it NBC? Second and 7. Floats that one. You can't be doing that. You got to take the last time out. They're not. They're going to just hurry it up. Time is ticking, and now they waste it. There's no way it's on Peacock. Okay, it's on NBC. Thank you. 3rd and 5. It's like, bro, if you have to pay for Peacock to watch the opening NFL game, that's so dumb. So last play of the game here, Alabama running the ball. Bunch of dummies. They floated backwards and can't get out of bounds. That will do it. Michigan survives 33-28. This is a Michigan cover for those of you guys tracking at home. Tubi, Hebe, Pooty, Dippy, Weno. I don't know if these are actually things that you're, alright, you're coming up with random words now. Dude, it's on Gumpy. It's on Poob. You can watch it on Poob. You can go to Poob and watch it. Log on to Poob right now. Go into Poob. Dive in on Poob. You can Poob it. I like your dedication to type all that out. Alright, scoring summary here. Michigan had a pick 6 from Cassius Dreyer, the SFA player. Nicely done. James Love, 23 of 41. Big game-winning drive there. Greg Rogers, 150 on the ground, 3 tutties. Nicely done here for Michigan. Meatball, 9 tackles, 4 TFLs, and he had 2 sacks. A third one goes to Bubba Moses. Interception for Cassius Dreyer. Deflections, and no fumbles. Got to check out Alabama, though. Joe Hayden, 15 of 23. Brian Smith, 28-126. Seven TFLs, 2 sacks for Jonathan Wilson, interception for Donnie Hicks, the senior. And that will do it. Alabama loses yet again. Doesn't seem like Alabama will be back this year. As your player of the game, Meatball and Greg Rogers. Love me some good Meatball. So, Michigan cover. We got a couple games left here on BearCave tonight. As next up, we've got Minnesota taking on Fresno State. Big time game. This was a game that was played last season. It was a walk-off field goal. And it turned out to be the only L Fresno State would take until the semifinal game. So, Coach Rick, let me know if you're here. Heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a 5-point spread for Minnesota this year. Do you have Minnesota at -5, or do you have Fresno State and Chadley Brown? Now, they had to have a close win last week, both of these teams, but they are both 1-0. Who you got? Don't have any jersey requests, I do not believe. The NFL season is just about back. It'll be an interesting game tonight. All right. No predictions here quite yet, but we're just going to jump in. Minnesota taking on Fresno State. Singing national anthem. All right, Chadley Brown, they're at home, taking on Fresno State. Or, taking on Minnesota. Coach Rick versus Coach Kennelly. Zero bananas on Fresno State pays out 21 bananas. Fresno State Chadleys. Yes, sir. Welcoming Kennelly. Got heads and kick for Minnesota. See if they can beat them this year. It was a very close game last year. First quarter here. No score. Fresno kicks it off. They're up 10. Minnesota, tough start here. Oh, no. 17-0 for Fresno. They got disrespected in the sportsbook or in the BearCave. And they're up 17. About to make it more. Minnesota gets a field goal back, and they get another one. This could be bad. Fresno State is cooking them right now. Minnesota, please. Oh, no. Minnesota, not like this. It looks like it's over. Wait a second. Remember, it's not a one-score game yet. Fourth down, though, and they run the ball, and that may just do it here. And, yep, that will do it. Fresno State gets the win. 24-13 is your final. They start out 2-0. Looks like they're just as good as last year, folks. Ryan Tyler, 17 of 34, 208, and 1 touchdown. Run the ball. Warren did nothing. 19 tackles here for David Scott. A lot of TFLs. 2 sacks. No interceptions on Chadley. And a couple of deflections in the fumble. And for Chadley Brown, 20 of 29, 244, and 2 tutties. And then Dan Harper went for 181 on the ground. Chadley went for 33. Fred Hart, Yams legend, 7 for 92 and a tutty. And on defense, 7 tackles for Pennington. Quite a few TFLs, 7 to be exact. No sacks, no interceptions. A couple of deflections here, and a couple of fumbles. Shameik Dodson, he was the bust this year. He gets himself a fumble and a recovery, making a big play in a big game. Remember, overall, it doesn't matter all that much. Get a free player. Good things will happen. So Shameik Dodson gets player of the game. SFA players on both sides here for Fresno State. Nicely done. That is a Fresno State outright victory. So we'll pay you guys out here. And hey, nobody wins. Nobody believed in them. So you just lose your Bobanos like a bunch of dummies. All right, so I believe that means we got 1 game left here tonight. Yes, sir. We got Hawaii at Cincinnati. We got Woolley and McNasty. This is a massive one. So let me know if you're here. Woolley, heads or tails, kick or receive. As this one is a Cincinnati 3-point favorite. These are 2 teams that are among favorites to win their conferences, go to the playoff. Cincinnati, obviously, and then Hawaii or Fresno State, one of those 2. So, do you have Cincinnati at -3, or do you have Hawaii at +3? But after a strong showing here for Fresno State, going to be interesting. Can Hawaii get it done? Very even here on paper. So let me know, Wooly, if you're here. Heads or tails, kick or receive. And remember, guys, we still got game day coming on up. Gonna be a fun one. We got Georgia Tech and Baylor. Got an elite game happening in the NFL, and you got an elite game happening here in the SFA. All right, looks like money going on Cincinnati, who's a top 10 team in the game right now. Hawaii unranked, so some disrespect here for Hawaii in the rankings, per usual. So here we go. We're at home. Keely Radix, Coach McNasty. They made the playoff last year. We're the only team in the country to almost beat Baylor in the playoff. They came within a 6-second beautiful touchdown throw. And for Hawaii, they almost made playoff push as well. Had a Heisman finalist in Kareem Paul. Can they get it done? Nippert Stadium as we go heads and kick here for the Rainbow Warriors. The last of the original Legion of Dread there, Ike Wishbone. So here we go. First quarter, quick touchdown for Cincinnati. Quick touchdown for Cincinnati. Oh, they're up 17. What a quarter here for Boozin and Company. 27 on your dome. The Rainbow Warriors are getting smoked in the Skyline Chili. It's 30-0. More. 37. 40. Do I hear 50, folks? Do we got a 50 burger? No. Yes, the shutout holds. Cincinnati. No, Hawaii finally scores. Boo. What a showing here for Cincinnati, putting the nation on watch. Oh, baby. Cincinnati is not messing around this year, folks. Boozing for 4. Hill, boozing again. Boozing again. Kareem Paul, 18 of 32, had a touchdown and 2 picks here today. No running game to speak of. Xavier Parsons, Royce Marchetti got the only score of the night. Welcome in McNasty, absolute ownage. Eugene Campbell, couple of TFLs here across the board. A sack for Lorenzo Warburg, the SFA freshman. Interception for Jeff Butler. Couple deflections, missed opportunities. And another turnover there for Jeff Butler. Had himself a day. And Keely Radix, 27 of 46, 369, and 2 tutties through the air. Boozin dominating on the ground per usual, 66 yards. Leland Waterhouse, SFA player, freshman tight end, having a big day. Boozin getting in through the air as well. And on defense, Chad Brown. Couple of TFLs. Jack Joker, the transfer. 2 interceptions. Sam Swain and Ike Wishbone gets himself a pick. 2 tips away for him as well. And that will do it here. Dominating performance for the Cincinnati Bearcats as they continue to move up the rankings. So that will be a Cincy cover. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I missed one. We had a Fresno outright. And then Cincy cover. So that's 10. Get our players of the game here. All right, so as always, before we get on out of here in BearCave, we're going to see what's in store for next week. See what great matchups are here. And also want to make sure this is the last game before game day. Beautiful. So for week 3, Texas State at Temple, Alabama, Iowa State, Florida State, Georgia Tech could be interesting. Rice, LA Tech, Colorado, TTU, Tulsa and UTEP, Oklahoma A&M, Ohio State, and Charlotte. Interesting matchups, yes, sir. Continue on. Ooh, Boston College, Oregon could be a fun one to watch. Cincinnati, Rutgers. Southern Miss, Clemson, Pitt. Ooh, North Carolina and Auburn. Miami, and that is Bob Rubsha taking on his former team. In LSU, Texas. All right, folks, that will do it here for BearCave. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes here for the game day game. Look out for a ping here. So, give me about 5-10 minutes to get things set up, and we'll be right back. Peace.